So this question looks like it's going to be a system of equations question. How do I know that? Well, I see a system of equations provided here. This is how they usually are presented on the SAT. I do see an N here, so, I realize something weird is happening out of the ordinary. So let's read this question. In the system of equations above, N is a constant. If the system has no solution, okay, very important. If the system has no solution, what is the value of N? So when a system has no solution, that means that both X and Y cross out. And it basically means they cross out even if you're not trying to cross them both out. So here's an example. I know, so let's write this down, nx plus 3y equals 1 and 12x minus 6y equals 0. So if I know this is true, both x and y must cross out. What can I cross out here? What can I do to eliminate a variable? Well, I know that I can multiply this top equation by 2, and that in doing so, I'd have 2nx plus 6y equals 6, and 12x minus 6y equals 0. Now, why did I multiply by 2? Well, I multiplied by 2 because that would allow me to eliminate the y value, okay? Now, again, in order for there to be no solution, both the x and the y must cross out, which means and again, I didn't write this out, but it's involuntarily, right? It's not that then I do some other math that causes x to cross out. It's when I do whatever's necessary to cross one of the variables out, like I did here by multiplying by 2, which allows me to cross out the y value. It also will cross the x value out. I can't avoid it. So because I know that, that means that this 2n right here must be able to cross out this 12 right here. How is that possible? How is that possible? The only way that is possible is if 2n is equal to negative 12. That's the only way that it's possible, right? Because if 2n were negative 12, that would make me have a negative 12x here and a positive 12x here, and then they would cancel out. So the only way that 2n equals negative 12 is if n is equal to negative 6, okay? And again, notice that when the x is crossed out and the y is crossed out, I'd be left with 0 equals 6, which is not a true statement and is the type of answer we'll always expect to see when we have a system of equations with no solution. So the question asks, what is the value of n? I already found it. N is equal to negative 6. Therefore, my answer is choice